Hello, you green, crinkled, hairy little Yoda testicles. Jim Sterling here, and this is Star Wars Battlefront. Now, this is an exciting time for me, because the last time we looked at this game, I did a video on the beta, and my performance was terrible, pretty much mimicking a real Stormtrooper from the films. So we got a rare treat here, because in this, I actually do okay. I actually do alright, so I'm quite pleased to show you. I don't start alright. Don't look at the beginning and think that's indicative of how this match goes, okay? But anyway, this is Star Wars Battlefront. This is, well, it's out now. Still learning the ropes, still getting used to it. I've been playing it since yesterday. I did get it a little tiny bit before launch, but I haven't had the 2 weeks EA access or however much extra time people got. So clearly there are people who have their shit together way more than I do, but I feel like I'm catching up. I feel like I'm going to catch up all right. So that's good. Anyway, here we go. This is in a TIE fighter hangar, as you can see, with all the TIE fighters just hanging about. I guess that's what they do. Killed by a _G there. That happens a lot. They're very handy with that plasma cannon. I think it's a plasma cannon. But yeah, that player, if you ever meet them, don't try and engage them at long range. It ain't good. But anyway, got myself a little kill there, so that's good for me. That's good for me. Here we are, just as with a lot of stuff I do on console, this is pre-recorded. This isn't me like reacting in real time. It's more of a look back at the fun times we've had with friends. I kind of like that. I mean, it's what I like about the PS4 share function is you can just choose, again, I say this happens a lot, you can just choose what gameplay to capture once it's done. So if you decide that you did all right in a match, you can just hit share and you've got it, and no one can take that away from you. Okay? No one can take that away from you. Certainly not you, not the government, no one. So anyway, what do I think about it? Well, I mean, that you're inclined to ask. It's alright so far. It's alright. I mean, I'll compare it to the last multiplayer shooter I played, which was Black Ops 3, where I couldn't fucking stand Black Ops 3. I played about as much as I could handle of the multiplayer and was like, I can't truck with this shit anymore. Whereas this, it was kind of late last night, and I had things to do still, and I was finding it difficult to stop. So that's pretty good. I couldn't wait to bust that Viper Probe droid. I'm not sure if I did anything with it, if it worked out well for me, but it wasn't good. But I liked that. I like getting a Viper Probe droid. I do kind of wish that some of that stuff, you know, was like class-based, because it's not classes and such so much. You can get weapons and loadouts with the star cards and everything, but you know, I'm always a fan of like medics and things in games, and as far as I can tell so far, there's not really opportunities for that so much. It's all based on these cards and that fucking prick with their pulse cannon. But it's a neat kind of balance, I guess. Oh, this is where things really turn around for me. Basically knocking out those 3 at once. This was the turning point of the match, where I was feeling my groove. That was cool. Dude coming up behind me and then that person getting the save. I felt that in this game more than pretty much any other game I've played. This sense of actually being part of the squad. The map seemed designed to encourage people to kind of rush in or dig in at various points. So it's a lot more feeling like part of the battle rather than something like Call of Duty or something like that, where even when you're on a team, there's still this sense that you're on your own. If that makes sense. Maybe I'm talking complete gibberish. It's first thing in the morning. So I could just be chatting shit. It's footage I got last night. I'm recording it first thing in the morning, so that's good. Actually, I think that may have been the droid there doing its business. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not expecting... I mean, things could change, but right now, from my very early perspective, I'm not expecting to be giving it any negative reviews when I do the written review on the Jimquisition site, or anything like that. As I say, things could always change. But early impressions, or Jimpressions as they were, I wish I'd called this series that, are pretty positive. My big fear is the future, because we all know that this game has a $50 fucking season pass. With, I mean, the amount of content on it just feels so integral to the game that you might as well say the game itself base price is $110, you know. That was a nice shot. I'm terrible with grenades, but that was luck. That was not skill. That was pure good fortune. But anyway, seeing 16 multiplayer maps and heroes and game modes and all this stuff kind of withheld in a multiplayer only game, I mean that makes the season pass feel more crucial than optional. So I'm a little concerned about how the player base might end up split, you know. I mean, that's something we can't tell right now. Right now, on an even playing field, with everything level, it's alright. I don't know, it just... I try not to punish the game as developed too much for the business decisions made by the publishers, provided those decisions don't have a heavy impact on the gameplay itself. And again, that's something we can't really tell right now, but it's ominous, and I'm worried about it. You know, I mean, it's annoying overall, isn't it? They're not doing this because they need it. Like, a lot of people say, well, we need season passes to offset the prices now. You know, companies have got to make money. And I'm like, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. You're going to make money, mate. EA are going to roll in it just from... Even if no one bought the season pass, EA would be rolling in it from this. And you know, the inevitable deluxe editions and all that shit as well. There's no way they won't make money. You know, tons of it as well. I mean, we're talking cash that we couldn't comprehend. But they're doing it because they can. For the same reason, because it is Star Wars and because people will pay. Like, you never see season passes, or pre-order bonuses, or a whole bunch of other shit in games that actually need it. I mean, it was the same with the online pass. You know, when they did that online pass where if you bought it used, you'd have to pay $10 to the publisher to play the online portions of the game. And they did that because they needed the money, because used games were costing them so much. But it was only ever in games that were popular anyway. Games that would have made their money regardless of used sales. They never put it in middle shelf games. The games that needed to make more money because they wouldn't sell so much. They only put it in games that were big enough to guarantee people would pay for the online pass. It's never about, you know, making the money you need. It's about making the money you can. And I've ranted about that way too much than I intended to. I wanted to just talk about the game and talk about how relatively decent this video... well, I mean, that wasn't decent. But that was an awesome cartwheel I did when I died. This video was supposed to be me going, look, I'm alright at this game sometimes. After last time. And then I got ranting about money again. I've got to stop that. I haven't really stopped that. That's what a lot of what people come to me for, is for my rantings about the business. So yeah, I never quite get as good as I had it when I got that triple kill and lasted a long time, but I hold my own. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of myself as someone who, you know, came into the game really new. This is one of my first matches. Who, you know, by their own admission, is not great at games. I'm not great at games. I play like every game that comes out. I don't have time to be good at any of them. So, you know, I'm pleased with myself. I'm a little bit pleased with myself. I don't know what that voice was. But we are coming to the end of this match, and then we're going to move on to Hero Hunt, where I don't perform so well, but I still have a ton of fun with it, because Hero Hunt I enjoy. I enjoy Hero Hunt. But as I say, we're coming to the end of this one. There we are, defeat. Oh well. But I'm alright because I'm top of my team. Look at that. That's actually not bad. That ain't bad. I led a team to glorious defeat. There you go. So this is Hero Hunt. Basically, it's one against everyone else, where one of you plays like a super-powered hero. You know what it is, but one of you plays a named character, and the other ones are just regular schlubs. And if you get the killing blow on the hero character, you get to be the next hero character. So the schlubs here are the rebels. The heroes, of course, are the Imperials, which means we go up against Palpatine and Darth Vader and Boba Fett. And I was very excited because I haven't been following the PR for this a lot. So I didn't know Emperor Palpatine was a playable fella in it. Because, like I said, I really hadn't been following the hype. I just wanted to play the game when it came out. So when I suddenly heard, which is Emperor Palpatine's voice, that's my award-winning impersonation of him, I got all giddy and excited. And he was the one I wanted to play as. I was like, every time Palpatine comes up in this game, I'm doing my best to kill him so that... every time whoever it is before Palpatine comes up, I try my best to kill them, because I know Palpatine's up next in the rotation. But it doesn't work out. You'll see why. I get a chance to be Palpatine, and it doesn't quite work. I also like how when Palpatine dies, or gets knocked out, or whatever it is he's supposed to be doing, he kind of falls like a ghost in Fatal Frame or something. This weird elongated spectre of a man. Anyway, this is Vader. Now, I don't know what's up with Darth Vader's voice. I mean, I know I'm not the first to say it, but what is that? It's not hard to find decent Vader impersonators online. They could have picked one up for like $10 and a packet of Pringles, but I don't know why they went with this. Steve Burns from Video Gamer said that he thinks it's the Chad Vader guy, which surprises me, because it doesn't sound like the Chad Vader guy to me. If it is, he's lost his touch, but I know I'm disappointed. Palpatine is okay, voice acting wise, except when you hear it isolated. Dan Marshall on Twitter is a game developer, because me and Steve Burns were talking about the Vader voice actor, and then Dan Marshall interjected and said that Palpatine's just as bad, and said that he sounds like Mr. Bean. But he's alright in amongst all the other sound effects and pew-pews and music and everything. But when you hear him on his own, there's a trailer where you can hear him saying something like, "Your weapons are toys to me," and he sounds just like Mr. Bean. It's not as noticeable as Vader, but it's pretty silly. So you get points for, dealing damage to the hero and surviving. And points for, obviously you get more points for doing the killing, and then you get to be the next person. I get a turn with all of them, but I get overexcited with all of them, so don't expect good gameplay with me as the heroes / villains of the piece. You just wait till you see what I do with Boba Fett. It's coming up. Anyway, there's Boba Fett. There's someone who knows what they're doing playing as Boba Fett. Fun. It's fun to play as them. I think this is probably going to be the mode I spend the most amount of time in. Just because it's a fun little setup. And it's fun to jetpack around and shoot your little wrist gun thing and get a flamethrower and be all like, "Sup, Boba Fett." That's what happened now. That's what you've got to deal with, is me being Boba Fett. Although, I mean, these people dealing with me as Boba Fett wasn't that much of a threat. But anyway, there's the old wrist rocket. Got to me. I'll tell you what, I've got a wrist rocket that you can play with. I'm talking about my penis there. That was a masturbation joke. I don't know if you might not have picked up on that, but rocket is often likened to it's a word that's often used in association with penises. Because of its shape, and I guess if you want to really strain it, you know, the explosive properties of the penis, in that it projects semen out of its end bit, you know. So, when I say wrist rocket, I'm talking about also masturbation, where you use your wrist to go up. You can't see it, but I'm making a masturbatory motion with my hand right now. So that's what I was driving at there with wrist rocket, was talking about my erect penis, very erect, and me manipulating that to the point of issue, is what I was getting at there. So that's a good image for you all to have in your heads. If you wanted that image in your heads, if you didn't, you're buggered. I'm sorry about that, but you're done for. But anyway, there's me being force choked. It's all over once that happens. Vader is quite powerful, as you would expect, but that's the idea of it. You know, it's a battle of attrition. Law of averages suggests that when you're one of the heroes, it's only a matter of time before you get killed. It's just how long you last and how many you can take down before they take you down. That's what it's all about. So yes, that's me. Took the opportunity to pop off Vader while they were force choking someone, and here I am as Boba Fett. Get a quick kill there, but this is where I panicked because I've never played Boba Fett before, and I wasn't sure what to do. So I was trying to learn all the basics. That was me just testing the flamethrower out. Totally pointless. This is like a devastating performance. All of those people, anyone should have been able to kill all of those people. But I didn't. So my run as Boba Fett is short-lived. It's about as bad as Boba Fett's performance in Return of the Jedi, if I'm honest. So at least I feel I was authentic, except obviously this isn't on Tatooine, and Boba Fett is supposed to be a badass outside of the whole Jedi incident. But what can you do? What can you do? These who I wanted to play as the whole time, the Emperor. But there we go. See, that person didn't last even as long as I did when I was Boba Fett, so I feel alright about that. We all have our off days. Boom, they say. You could do emotes in the game. Usually that's just you're just asking to get killed when you do the emotes. That was bad on my part. Like, I could see him blocking, and I still went to shoot Vader in his face, and I just got my own bullet back in my face. Which isn't good. Sorry, you may have had a little gulp there. I just had a cheeky go on my morning drinking, because it's getting lukewarm now. I'm going to have to gulp that down when I'm done here. I like doing the emotes, even if they are functionally useless. I wouldn't pay for them. I wouldn't pay for the emotes. Something tells me that's going to happen more often than not. So there we are. Now here's what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been up for. Hooray! Finally get to be Palpatine. Do a little jumpy jump in celebration. Hooray! Now let's go fuck some shit up. Let's go for it. Dun 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 dun. Orbital strike. Oh well. That was crushing for me. Crushing disappointment for me. But what can you do? Orbital strikes are orbital strikes. You know, they happen. Which I think really is the message that I want us all to have. If you take away anything from this video, it's the knowledge that orbital strikes can and will happen in the War of the Stars. And it's not good when it happens. But you do get a close-up of Palpatine's wrinkled old face. So you can take that to your nightmares. I like this mode a lot, though. I do. It's good stuff. I think I might get the kill on Fett here. I do get a go with all of the heroes. I mean, I say I get a go. You couldn't really call Palpatine one a go. But it's something. That's some pretty fancy shooting on my part, I think. For someone who's leaping around like a fucking rabbit. Whee! Off he goes. That's your best time to get kills in. Oh yeah, I didn't kill him at that point. Someone else got it. That's your best opportunity to get kills in is when they're doing one of their special attacks. If you see Vader force choking someone, that's a good opportunity to pop off at them. If you see Fett with the flamethrower, that's when you rush in and go gung-ho with the killing. If they are just bouncing around and shooting or whatever, or in Vader's case, you know, slashing, you want to be a bit more careful. So anyway, there's someone, you know, doing stuff as... It's actually quite funny watching the Emperor just run around in a multiplayer match. There's just something infinitely amusing. Oh shit, this was me as Vader. I do alright as Vader. Not brilliant. Get a couple kills. So yeah, this is Vader. I think anyone who's played it gets a chance, because when the game installs, on console at least, you get this little mini-game mode area where it's just you and infinitely respawning rebels, and you just Vader the whole time. So by the time this rolls around, I was bored as piss with Vader. It's probably a good thing I didn't last very long, isn't it? Didn't last long at all there. So, off we go. I think, if memory serves, I do get one more go of Palpatine. And it's still not very good. My go of Palpatine. Oh, no, that's it. That's over. That's done. Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit, we're right at the end. I'm going to go because this video is going to run out of footage soon. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm right at the middle there. Not bad. It's not great. But anyway, I'm off. Have fun. Bye. Bye.